The Joker is the primary archenemy of Batman and one of the most iconic supervillains in DC Comics history. Known as the Clown Prince of Crime, he is an agent of chaos defined by his chalk-white skin, green hair, and permanent rictus grin, the result of falling into a vat of chemicals at Ace Chemical Processing Plant. Lex Luthor is one of the world's most dangerous and intelligent supervillains, best known as the archenemy of Superman. Created by Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster, he first appeared in Action Comics number 23 in 1940. Darkseid is the tyrannical ruler of the planet Apokolips who seeks the anti-life equation to eliminate free will across the universe. Deathstroke, Slade Wilson, a genetically enhanced mercenary and master tactician who primarily opposes the Teen Titans but has fought nearly every major DC hero. Sinestro, a former Green Lantern who founded the Sinestro Corps, wielding a yellow power ring powered by fear. Brainiac, an alien cyborg obsessed with shrinking and bottling cities from various worlds to preserve their knowledge while destroying the original planets. General Zod, a Kryptonian military commander with the same powers as Superman, determined to rebuild Krypton on Earth at any cost. The Riddler, a criminal mastermind who leaves complex puzzles and riddles as clues for Batman to solve. Bane, the man who broke the bat, a genius-level convict who uses the super steroid, Venom, to gain immense strength. Cheetah, Wonder Woman's fiercest rival, often depicted as an archaeologist cursed with the powers and primal instincts of a goddess. The Penguin, Oswald Chesterfield Cobblepot, is one of DC Comics' most iconic and enduring supervillains, primarily serving as a nemesis to Batman. Two-Face is one of Batman's most tragic and enduring adversaries in DC Comics. Originally Harvey Dent, a brilliant and noble district attorney for Gotham City, his life was shattered when he was horribly disfigured during a trial. In the DC universe, the Scarecrow is the alter ego of Dr. Jonathan Crane, a brilliant yet deranged former professor of psychology and biochemistry. Known as the Master of Fear, he is one of Batman's most enduring and psychologically dangerous adversaries, dedicated to the study and manipulation of phobias. Mr. Freeze, Dr. Victor Fries, is a prominent supervillain in the DC universe and a classic adversary of Batman. He is defined by his tragic backstory and his physiological need to live in sub-zero temperatures, which requires him to wear a specialized cryogenic suit. Ra's al Ghul is a major supervillain in DC Comics, primarily known as one of Batman's most formidable and long-lived adversaries. Harley Quinn is one of DC Comics' most popular and chaotic icons. Originally created by Paul Dini and Bruce Timm for Batman, the animated series in 1992, she has evolved from the Joker's sidekick into a powerhouse anti-hero and leader in her own right. Poison Ivy, Dr. Pamela Lillian Isley, Ph.D., is one of DC Comics' most complex and enduring characters. Primarily an adversary of Batman, she is a brilliant botanist turned eco-terrorist with a metahuman connection to the green, an elemental force that allows her to manipulate all plant life. Doomsday is a supervillain appearing in American comic books published by DC Comics. He is best known as the monster who famously killed Superman in the 1992 storyline, The Death of Superman. Bizarro is a recurring character in DC Comics, famously known as the imperfect, mirror image, duplicate of Superman. He first appeared in Superboy number 68, 1958, and has been portrayed as both a tragic antagonist and a misunderstood antihero. Metallo is a prominent supervillain in the DC universe, most famously known as a deadly adversary of Superman. He is a cybernetic being powered by a kryptonite heart, which serves as both his life force and a lethal weapon against Kryptonians. Parasite is a prominent supervillain in the DC universe, most famously known as a recurring enemy of Superman. The character is defined by the ability to temporarily absorb the life force, memories, and superpowers of others through physical touch. Mr. Mxyzptlk, pronounced Mxyzptlk, Mxyzptlk, is a powerful, reality-warping imp from the fifth dimension who frequently appears as an antagonist or mischievous prankster in DC Comics, primarily tormenting Superman. Reverse Flash, specifically the Eobard Thawne version, is the Flash's most obsessed and dangerous nemesis. A brilliant scientist from the 25th century, his entire existence is defined by a paradoxical, love-hate relationship with Barry Allen. Captain Cold, Leonard Snart, is a prominent supervillain and sometimes antihero in DC Comics, primarily known as the leader of the Rogues and a major adversary of the Flash. Gorilla Grodd is one of the most formidable and intelligent villains in the DC universe, primarily serving as the arch-nemesis of the Flash. Mirror Master is a legacy name used by several supervillains in DC Comics, most famous for being core members of the Flash's Rogues Gallery. Weather Wizard, Mark Martin, is a prominent supervillain in DC Comics and a primary adversary of the Flash. In the DC universe, Ares, also known as Mars, is the Olympian god of war and one of the most enduring and powerful adversaries of Wonder Woman. In the DC universe, Circe is an ancient, immortal sorceress and one of Wonder Woman's most formidable arch-nemeses. Giganta is a prominent DC Comics supervillain, primarily known as a recurring adversary of Wonder Woman and sometimes a foil to the Atom. Dr. Psycho, Dr. Edgar Sisco, is a major supervillain in the DC universe, primarily known as one of the most enduring and sadistic enemies of Wonder Woman. Black Manta, whose real name is David Hyde, is the archenemy of Aquaman and one of DC Comics' most ruthless villains. He is primarily known for his high-tech, black diving suit and a large, manta-shaped helmet that fires powerful energy beams from its eyes. Ocean Master, real name Marius, is a prominent supervillain in DC Comics, primarily known as the envious and power-hungry half-brother of Aquaman.